Please pause for the moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
The Senate impeachment trial is underway, and we have your update.
How construction impacts students' daily commute to school? More information coming up.
And this week's TikTok is one you won't want to miss. I'm Bailey State.
And I'm Macy Cuthbertson. NHSTV Live starts right now. The Senate impeachment trial is heating up, and the next witness, President Trump. House Intelligence Chairman Adam Schiff and the other 6 impeachment managers took turns laying out their case, including using a highlight reel featuring the president's own words. They said they feel President Trump's impeachable offenses extended past the one in July with the phone call with Ukraine, around which the whole impeachment case has revoked. Schiff also invoked Alexander Hamilton's in his argument, saying Trump acted in a way Hamilton and the other founding fathers would have feared. Impeachment managers will present more opening arguments today and tomorrow.
If the president was fighting corruption, if he wanted Europeans to pay more, why would he hide it from us? If this was a desire to get Europe to pay more, why wouldn't he charge Sondland to go ask Europe for more? Why wouldn't he be proud to tell the Congress of the United States, I'm holding up this aid? Why wouldn't he? Because, of course, it wasn't true.
If there is such a compelling national security interest to give military aid to Ukraine, then what do these House Democrats have to say about the years that Barack Obama refused to give lethal military aid to Ukraine?
Baseball and softball athletes are getting new locker rooms, and NHSTV reporter Kaylee Lavin has the story.
The amount of construction going on around us is becoming chaotic, but it is actually a good thing. Several new buildings have popped up, including the new baseball and softball locker rooms. These locker rooms are now open for use for the players. With the new location, it provides quicker access to the fields before practices and games.
Both softball and baseball takes us an extra minute or two to get out there because we do have to go across. But now we can just go straight from 7th period straight to our locker room.
For years, Coach Morrow and former baseball head coach John Herrick had been trying to get a new space for equipment and for the players' valuable items.
Varsity area, there's not enough lockers for every girl. We don't have enough outlets, mirrors, all the things to get ready before a game or after a game.
After years of meetings with the district and hours of planning, the teams now have their own space that is much closer to their element. This new building isn't just locker rooms, it also provides many things that our school already has, just much closer to home for the baseball and softball teams.
We do have a training room in the baseball softball complex with taping tables, and so they can come in an ice machine and get treatment.
These locker rooms also give the teams an opportunity to better themselves without laying a foot on the field.
Cool about this one is there's going to be televisions in the varsity locker room where we can go in and watch film or debrief after a game or get prepared for an opponent. So that's going to be nice.
Something else we do have in there is whiteboards. Sometimes we go sit down and just draw it up. Sometimes kids help out learn from that idea as well. And we take it out to the baseball field and see what happens.
These new locker rooms are very exciting for all the players and even the coaches.
And I'm looking forward to being close to Coach Franco, his wisdom. He's my Care Bear coach, so we're excited about that.
This has been Kaylee Lavin with NHSTV.
If you are frustrated because of the construction on Bonds Ranch Road, you're in luck. Construction in the area is nearing its completion. Instead of the one-lane road that has been for the past year, they plan on reopening both of the lanes for public use on April 20th, 2020. They've renovated both the road and the roundabout attached to it to allow for better traffic flow, so you can look forward to easier drives to school by the end of the school year.
In other school news, last Thursday and Friday, captains from many drill teams enjoyed a weekend full of learning and great experiences. Our Sidekicks captain, Sydney Lowe, went with both JV and varsity coaches to the Texas Dance Educators Association held in Houston. At the convention, all of the captains were taught a routine that they were able to perform on the last day, as well as visit dance vendors and participate in discussions. Not only was it a great experience, but it allowed them to be able to branch out and make relationships with other captains and directors that all go through the same thing. Now, some may be confused on the process on how the district chooses our calendars for next school year. Reagan McDonald met with Mr. Sproles.
All right, guys, so we're here today with Mr. Steve Sproles from the Board of Trustees in our district. And so we're going to be talking about the calendars today.
Okay.
I know in the school, like, everyone's confused about what the calendars are. Could you possibly tell me who makes the calendars and what they take into consideration when they're making it?
Yeah, we have actually a calendar committee that meets and looks at everything that impacts the school year, from STAR testing to holidays to what the surrounding districts do for spring breaks and whatnot. Because when it comes to that, we have staff that might live in Keller or vice versa. We have parents that have kids here in Northwest but work in Keller. So we're trying to make sure marry up the calendars so that they can do their vacations.
All right, so I know before when they had options A and B, everyone was picking from that. Why did they suddenly switch from A and B to B and C?
Well, the reason is when people voted on the A and B, we had about a little over 6,000 people voted, and there was a clear majority that wanted option B. However, they didn't like that it started early. They liked what the calendars, the days off and spring breaks and Christmas breaks, but they didn't like that it started almost in the middle of August, with teachers having to come back at the beginning of August. So they said, hey, can we have option B but with a later start date? And that's what option C basically is. So when you look at option B and option C, there's really not much of a difference. It just set the start and the end date.
All right, so I think that answers all of our questions. If you guys want to go vote for the options with our calendars this year, you can go to the Northwest ISD website and look up the calendars, and you can vote right underneath it, sign up as an NISD student, and that's it. Have a great day, Texans.
Thanks, Reagan. Now, it seems like the chemistry classes have been on fire recently. For the past week, Coach Fee's pre-AP chemistry classes have been doing fire-based labs in order to demonstrate combustion and stoichiometry in a fun and creative way. Students were able to literally hold fire in their hands and even got to make miniature s'mores a few days later.
The North Texas Teen Book Festival will be on Saturday, March 7th, and Miss Leroy is making it into a field trip. Fill out the form and Miss Leroy will get you more information. This is an opportunity to meet 80+ young adult authors. John Green, Neil Schusterman, Julie Murphy, and Angie Thomas are just a few of the amazing authors who are coming. You do not want to miss out. For more information or to sign up to join, you can stop by the library and talk to Miss Leroy. Or you can fill out the form and Miss Leroy will bring the information to you.
An 8-year-old, Tyler, has been donating hero bags for homeless veterans since he was 4. At such a young age, he wanted to build homes for veterans, but him and his mom settled for a more realistic goal. He supplies many necessities, including food, clothes, blankets, and toiletries. In the 4 years he's been making them, he has provided over 3,000 hero bags. If you would like to support his program, you can go to his GoFundMe page, Help Give Back to Veterans.
It's now time to see your mad dance moves on this week's TikTok. Students in the studio.
And Ryan has your weekend weather.
Thanks for watching, Texans. This has been NHSTV Live.